Good evening, Cecilia. Today is Thursday, August 2nd. Before I begin today's video, I want to remind our viewers that I'm being punished for missing a video, and you're being punished for submitting a video late. So if there are no suggestions by next week, because I'm planning on announcing your punishment a week from today, so leave your comments, suggestions in the comments below. And if there are no suggestions, then I'll be forced to pick her punishment myself, which I would probably have no problem doing. But you have 1 week. Leave your suggestions for her punishment or my punishment or whatever in the comment section of this video, and I will be announcing her punishment next week. And I wasn't going to jump on the bandwagon and talk about the whole Chick-fil-A scandal, and there are just a lot of things going out there right now about it, so I figured I'd put my 2 cents in, and it might actually be a little bit different than you think, because I am very, very liberal. There's really nothing conservative about my viewpoints at all, but I am on the fence with the whole Chick-fil-A scandal. So I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but just in case you don't, here's a little bit of a rundown. Chick-fil-A's, I believe it's the president, like the owner, came out and he was basically just saying that homosexuality was 100% just a sin, it was ruining the country, and that led people who supported that idea to really support Chick-fil-A. They had a day where, I think it was even yesterday, where you were supposed to, if you supported Chick-fil-A and saying that homosexuality was a sin and that homosexuals have no rights to be married, then you went to Chick-fil-A, you bought food from there, and you supported them that day. And of course I didn't go because I 100% do not support that. And there's also been some backlash from, of course, the gay community and the liberal media and liberals saying that they're going to boycott Chick-fil-A, which I understand is completely your choice. You have the right to do that. I won't be eating Chick-fil-A for a long time, but I don't know how appropriate that is, because I mean, if you're going to boycott one business for disagreeing with your particular views, then you would almost have to know the views of every business or product you use, because it doesn't work to just do it for one particular business. And I know what you're thinking, okay, well, not every company is out there shouting their views from the rooftops like this guy was, which I understand completely. It's really easy to ignore the views of the owner of Chick-fil-A until he starts publishing them on the internet and calling the news stations and making public statements about it. So I'm really on the fence with this issue. I can definitely see both sides. There's part of me that says, you know what, I like Chick-fil-A's food. I've always had good service there. I see no problem with, I mean, I definitely see a problem with what this man is saying. I think he's wrong 100%. I am one of the biggest gay rights supporters that I have in my close circle of friends. I have many gay friends that are wonderful people. I hope they have all the rights as straight people and more. So I definitely think what was said was very wrong. But if I hadn't known these views, then I would have just continued eating at Chick-fil-A. There are, I'm sure, tons of businesses out there whose opinions of their CEOs or owners or presidents that I don't particularly agree with, but I'm just not aware of those views, so I don't boycott them. But I see the side of the people who are boycotting Chick-fil-A as well. I get that too. I'm not homosexual, but if I was, I would be really angry, because, I don't know, it just seems like a really backwards opinion to me. There has been homosexuality as long as we have been recording history. There has been homosexuals out there. Some of the most brilliant people out there have been homosexual. I mean, think about Oscar Wilde, and he was in jail for his blatant homosexuality, which just sounds more like a sin to me than anything he might have been doing in the privacy of his own bedroom. Because I can't really decide what side I'm on. But I do know that people like the owner of Chick-fil-A are the reason that there are young homosexual kids out there who are killing themselves because they think that they're committing a sin just by being who they are. And that's really, really something that is wrong with this world today. And I'm not trying to be political about it, but that's my opinion, and I feel really strongly about it. Don't forget your punishment ideas in the comments, and Cecilia, I will see you next time. Oh, kitty, don't rub that, you'll knock it over. Get away, get away. Get away from that. You're gonna knock it over. Come here, bud.